This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world.
I'm Bruce.
And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Hey, Bruce.
Good afternoon, late morning, whatever this is, Jody.
It's some time of day.
Yeah, good time of day, Jody.
Good time of day to you, sir.
And Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. We made it.
Yes, we're here. I can't believe it, but we made it. Yes.
That was a crazy year. It's over. We can just put all that behind us and start new.
That's right. Focus on moving forward.
Yes.
And
we learned a lot about ourselves, and now we can readjust our plans and focus
that's
on
right.
what we want to focus on for the new year. So
yes,
I'm excited for that personally. So yeah.
Yes. So in that vein, we've decided that today we're going to talk about big and tall brands to watch and wear in 2023. So
I'm excited to try some new stuff.
It definitely feels like a year for putting together some looks and thinking more about being more thoughtful about what you're wearing and that kind of thing.
Yeah. I definitely haven't spent really anything on my wardrobe lately since I been working at Bearskin, I guess, full time for a year again. I was at DXL before, doing that and Bearskin, and then decided to focus back at Bearskin again. And my wardrobe, I don't see anyone really other than my business partner and whoever's here. So I'm like, I don't really need to, go out and buy more new clothes and stuff. So I'm definitely kind of bored with the things that are in my closet. Need to kind of find some things to inspire me and freshen up for the year. And, even one new shirt makes me feel good for the day, just
absolutely
something new and different. So I'm excited for this list.
It's definitely, I'm feeling the same way. Like it really feels like time to, focus a little more on style and kind of put together looks that I feel good in. It's when I've had the occasion to start dressing up, especially over the last year, to, get dressed up and go out and do something. It feels good. And I want that again. And I like that. So I'm ready to get back to that. And I would not be surprised if some clothing pieces from the brands we're about to talk about end up in my wardrobe.
I was gonna say they'll end up in my closet.
Yes. Since we've got a bunch to jump into, I was thinking maybe we could start early with the beer.
Oh, sure.
Because
what do you got for me?
So last week when we talked, I was a little under the weather, so I did not opt for the beer that I wanted to drink. But this week, I'm over the weather. I'm better. I feel good.
I love that. I'm over the weather. I'm over the weather too. It's raining again.
Yes.
Rainy and cloudy and foggy or whatever.
It is. It's a regular Portland day. Yeah. So I'm breaking out this beer. It is called Focal Banger, and it is from the Alchemist in Vermont. Yes, Focal Banger. Yes, it's an IPA, and this is one that my barber, his name's Ian. He's a total badass and great barber. Highly recommended. Manley and Sons here in Portland. But we got on the subject of beer as one does, and he said he had been telling me for the last few months that there's this brewery out of Vermont that does these beers, and to get them, you basically have to go to their brewery, or you have to be lucky enough to get one of their shipments when it comes in to Portland, because they don't ship to very many places. I think there's like a place in California. There's, at least one place here in Portland. So it's not easy to get. It's a very, they do small batch kind of stuff. And I should go and get some of their beers. And so I did exactly that. And the other beer that I got from them that was really popular is called Heady Topper, I believe. Let me consult. It is
Untapped.
Heady Topper, yes. So, and that one is an Imperial IPA. This one is just a an IPA, I think. Let's see. Let me show you this this can, because it's glorious. They all have this kind of real specific sort of art style. Here you go. So
Okay.
it's black and silver, basically black and can, if you will. And yeah, it says there's a lot on this. I'm not going to read the whole thing because they kind of wrote like a short story here. But
okay, yeah.
Focal Banger is an American IPA. We have a real love for IPAs here at the Alchemist, and we strive to offer you the best hop experience that we possibly can. The beer is brewed using Citra and Mosaic hops and our favorite British malts. Truly an abundance of hoppy goodness. So they really recommend that you drink it from the can. That is like their big thing, is drink from the can. Don't pour it out into a glass or whatever. Unpasteurized, unfiltered, tastes best out of the can. They do have some recommendations for if you absolutely have to pour it into a glass, but don't do that. So I won't share those directions.
Okay.
It does end by saying, drink this beer today because you could be dead tomorrow. So
wow, thanks. Okay.
Yes. So the Alchemist in Stowe, Vermont is where this bad boy is from, and I've been very excited to try it. So I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of info in their Untapped on the beers, but
I promptly missed my mouth and poured it into my beard. So
well, that's a good start.
Yep. It is strong, but really flavorful.
Yeah.
It's
strong as in like alcohol or like hoppy?
It starts out kind of bitter, a little bit hoppy. It's a 7%, so it's
it's a little up there.
Yeah, it's right about
excuse me,
right about there. It has really high ratings on Untapped, which has an average 4.4 with a lot of ratings, and people do seem to love it. And as I've kind of looked around, people seem to really dig this beer. It's just one of those that, there are always a few beers that are hard to find that people really love, that kind of thing. So it has a 100 rating on Beer Advocate, world class. So
wow,
I'm starting off the new year right, I guess, with this beer. Yeah, it's a little resiny. I mean, it definitely has that fresh kind of hazy IPA taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. There is a little bit of floral to it.
Okay.
I like it. It does kind of, the bitterness sort of stays with you. I don't know. It's good. It's good. Is it the best I've ever had? I don't know.
Okay. What rating are you giving it?
Let me take another drink here and see.
One more.
Got to be sure.
Sure. Yeah.
I would probably. I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
I'll probably give it a 4.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's good, but not.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I can see why people like it. But it's definitely got a bitterness that stays with you. So if you like that and you want that kind of bitterness that stays on your tongue after you're done with your drink, then you'll like this. There's a lot of other things going on here, and as we've said many other times, my palate is not sophisticated enough to really be able to accurately get all of that stuff across, but it's also very dry. So if you like that, there you go. But
nice.
I think Heady Topper, their other beer, is the one that I like the most, and I don't remember if I drank that on an episode. I'll have to consult I
don't remember that.
Yeah, I think that might have only made it to like a holiday thing. So
a weekend drinking adventure. Yes,
totally. So there we go. What do you have?
All right, so I have from Heater Allen Brewing in McMinnville here in Oregon. It's their Dunkel. So
Ooh, nice.
they have a Dunkel, and it even says on here that not very few American breweries produce Dunkels because it's a difficult beer to brew, apparently. This beer shows strong and complex malt character with a hint of milk chocolate. The hops take a back seat to the malt and only keep things in balance. They have a whole thing about the different kinds of malt that they use and trying to get it the right color because it's apparently a complicated process, but it's got over 1,300 ratings on Untapped, and it's a 3.81, so it's pretty decent. A 5.25 ABV. So,
and what's it called?
It's just called Dunkel.
Dunkel. Okay.
From Heater Allen Brewing.
All right, cool. Well, I feel like you can't go wrong with the Dunkel because
I know Dunkels are like one of my favorites.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's very yeah, it is good.
Nice.
I don't
Nice.
know if I
So
get the hint of milk chocolate at all, but yeah, it's just light
I feel like
and
sometimes
malty. Yeah.
it's hard to get that sometimes. Yeah.
The hint of milk chocolate. Yeah, I don't know that I got that, but yeah, I will definitely be checking these ones out. I love Dunkels, so Dunkel.
Nice. Dunkel. All right, yeah. Check out our heavy conversation beer list on Untapped or in the show notes. So you can find the beers that you like and track them down and have them for yourself.
Try to get them anyways. Yeah.
Yes.
That's one thing on my list for the New Year's to, I think I'm gonna have to subscribe to subscribe to some beer club or something to try and get some beers from out of the state, because or go to a different bottle shop. I keep going to the McMinnville's one over here, and they pretty much just have like Oregon beers, and I'm always like, oh, I always forget. I'm always like, yeah, it's a bottle shop, they have everything. I'm like, oh, just Oregon beers, well, predominantly. So, and there's a lot.
I'd like to find some of those beer trade clubs. There used to be one on Reddit, but I don't know, there are very specific legalities around.
Yeah, you can't ship.
Right.
Yeah.
So, beer trade, that kind of thing always sounds fun, especially for the kinds of there's some beers from where I grew up in St. Louis that I would love to have, but can't get out here. So, anyway, then I know that one of my goals for 2023 was to try beers from some different countries that
countries, yes, that's right.
Have not tried yet. So yes, we'll have to figure it out. But there we go.
I see you've been checking in a lot on Untapped lately.
I have. It's been a busy few weeks. Yes.
I'm like, look at that. Oh, and Bruce.
Yes. I've been. I have been.
I don't have a lot of friends on there, so I don't keep track of that very much.
Yeah. I
not to call you out like that, but
yeah. I just have added a lot of people over the years, and they've added me, and it's fun. It's especially fun to look at Untapped and see like people who like somebody who lives in like Ukraine and is drinking different kinds of beers that I've never even seen before or whatever, and you kind of get to see some of that stuff, and it's really cool. And
request my friendship out there, listeners. I don't know. I gotta friends. I'm not really on here much other than just to look at the beer, and then that's about it.
What's your username?
I think it's just my name, Jody Koenig.
Okay, there we go.
I should be, or look up Heavy Conversation. Yeah, it's just Jody Koenig. It's nothing crazy.
Mine is I think
yours is that weird.
I think it's Biagi, BYAGI.
I'm like, yours is always something, and I'm like, I've gotten used to it now, but I'm always like, what the hell? What in the hell?
Yep. So check it out. We would love to be friends with you. So
be my friend.
Be my friend. Yep. So there we go. Now back to the other reason that we're here, aside from drinking beer, is to talk about some of these brands, these big and tall brands that you should watch for and wear in 2023. And there are quite a few of them. There are quite a few that are doing some interesting things, or that we think are going to continue to do interesting things as as the year progresses. And I'll start off with one that people might be more unfamiliar with because they've really just launched in the last few months, and it's called Brick, BRIC. Yes, so Brick Menswear. So kind of the idea around this, Brick is making premium essentials for men who don't fit traditional sizes. So this has been a brand that's been a long time coming. The creator, the founder of the brand, is a very tall guy, and was finding that there weren't a lot of options on the market that really worked for his needs. And like we see in so many cases, that necessity made him get out there and do this thing. And so he's been working on it for a while, and has launched. And so he's doing this kind of well-tailored product, and he started with basically 2 items, and they are sweaters. Basically, he's got these sweaters. And one of the things that he realized over time was, as he was putting all of this together, was that he couldn't do the same thing for the tall guys that he needed to do for the big guys, which is awesome, because a lot of times brands are making one thing that they're hoping will work for
big and tall,
not
big or tall.
And so he's got both sizes. And so for the extra tall gentleman, he goes up to 4XT. Now for the big guys who may not be that tall, he goes to 5XB. And so they've got these half zip and full zip sweaters. And I mean, they look good. This is like, you wear this to the office, you're gonna be doing all right. You know,
I like the like half zip, quarter zip sweaters. I think those are nice looking.
Yeah, definitely. And he's got a bunch of different colors. Looks like 5 different colors for one of these, and then there's another one that just comes in like a black. The full zip comes in a black. You can check it out for yourself and kind of see. He really focused on fit, which I think is so important, and he also focused on detail. And it's one of those things where there's a lot of that kind of lacking in the market. And I had actually started talking to Brick last year, and they were kind of starting to put the stuff together, and they really wanted to hold off and focus on sizing for different body types. So they got the tall and they've got the big, and I feel like they've done a pretty good job here of kind of getting something that will work for different body types. So there are plans. I actually interviewed the founder, and you can see that on Chubster. If it's not up by the time you hear this, it will be up in the next week. So I interviewed the founder and actually got to try one of their sweaters for myself. Nice. So you can find, you'll get a better feel for what they have to offer. I think this is a piece that will really help you put together a look. It's going to help complete a kind of look, and it's nice to have sort of different styles and that kind of thing. And these sweaters are they're definitely a bit more upscale, a bit more well put together and all that. So definitely check them out, and you can see the article over at Chubster.com.
Yes, I do like that half zip. I like a couple of those colors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still have time to wear some sweaters for a while, but
right. It's gonna be cool enough that you can pull that off. So I'm really excited to see what they do next. What else they put out, because this definitely feels like it has a specific vibe, and I'm excited to see them kind of take that next step and bring in more product down the line. So hopefully that happens later this year.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I like
yes. Next on the list, we've got we're going to our friends in Canada at Wide the Brand.
Canada.
Yes.
That's all I know.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, Canada. So yes, Wide the brand. They've been around for a little while, and I think we've talked about them before. I feel like I've
A
mentioned
little
them.
bit.
So it's uh definitely worth looking at. They they're doing some kind of a little more upscale, stylish kind of stuff for big and tall gents, tops, bottoms. They've got a stretch pant. They've got some jeans, which they recently introduced, overshirts, t-shirts, outerwear. They're doing some pretty cool stuff, and the
Yeah, they got
fact
a
that
little
they've
bit of
kind of
everything. So
yeah, the fact that they've got such a variety is really interesting. It's I mean, you could speak to this for sure, that like adding another category, adding a different product
oh
has to be a
yeah,
real undertaking.
it definitely is. We had, I mean, we had big plans this last year um to add some stuff, and then we kind of decided to double down and focus on what we were doing already, just to make sure we're getting that all dialed in. But yeah, it's such an undertaking to have a new product, getting all the sizing right. It's a lot.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
I always am looking at these brands with like amazement and like wonder, and like I'm like, how do they have so many different things?
right, right.
They just popped up, and then all of a sudden, you don't see all the work that's been happening over the years going into it, and then all of a sudden they just have a bunch of things, and you're like, oh geez.
Totally, totally. It takes so much time, I'm sure, and effort.
Hmm.
I really like the fitted stretch pant. Like I've talked many times on the show about bonobos, chinos, and how much I
Hmm.
love those. And they may or may not be continuing to do those chinos or some of their pants, because I actually looked last night and I saw that there were a lot more than what I had remembered. They're up to size 54. So uh, hard to tell what's going on there. I hope to have more information on that later in the year, and hopefully it's positive. But
Hmm.
if we don't have bonobos to go to for some really good pants, then I'm interested in trying what Wide has here, because that fitted stretch pant on
Hmm.
this gentleman, I like that. I'm also interested in the jeans. So yeah, I really like their stuff, and I think their models and the photography, they've got it right, man. It's they've
Yeah, it
they've
looks
really,
nice.
yeah, they've really covered it. The pants are stretch, the shirts are stretch. Like they
Hmm.
also get
Right.
that we need stretch in our lives. So, you know,
These fitted stretch pant is a stretch denim. I thought it was more of a,
oh, interesting.
I was trying to
Oh.
look at the color, and I was like, what?
Oh wow, yeah, okay. Oh, the color threw me off.
I
I
know, I
like
thought it
that.
was just like a chino.
I do also really appreciate that the models they're using in this stuff are bigger guys. Like if
Hmm.
you go to the fitted stretch pant on their site and you click on navy blue, it's a bigger guy
Yeah,
wearing
it
these.
says the models are wearing an XL and a 6X.
Yeah, yeah. So
So you got two
that's
different
something,
models there.
right? That's something you don't see there. And I think these are, you know, you're not going to find this stuff at like, Old Navy prices. So a
No,
lot of the things,
these are probably going to last you quite a bit longer though, too.
that's the
So
thing, is a lot of these things we're talking about are not just, this is really, if you're getting these things, it's kind of like an investment in putting together a look that you're going to be able to wear for a long time.
hmm.
It's also supporting smaller businesses that are out there doing their thing, and they're trying to do something that's unique to the market. And I mean, we know that big and tall guys don't get a lot of options. So seeing brands that are out there doing some of these things, that's
Yep.
big. So definitely check out Wide the brand. And uh I just love kind of the whole vibe of the thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
I
there you
might have
go.
to check these out myself.
Yes.
A couple items in there I like.
Yes. Since we're in the great snowy country of Canada, let's continue there with the next brand, which is also Canadian, called One Bone.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
You may or may not have seen some sort of ads on YouTube or on your Instagram. I know I They
Totally.
pop up for me a lot. I know I'm on their sites all the time looking at different things, so I might be getting them a little bit more, but yeah.
Yeah. One Bone, they started out with t-shirts. They're really making t-shirts that offered a lot of coverage, fit well, were a little longer, so your stomach didn't stick out, you didn't have some of those issues. Really trying to solve that problem. And since then, over the years, they've really expanded their offerings. I mean, they're not playing around, man. They've got like jackets, sweaters,
I know
different...
when I just went there, I was like, oh wow, they have a lot more than they had before.
Yeah, hoodies, tank tops. I mean, I'm just looking at all this: shorts, pants, plaid shorts. They have the plaid suit. Let's see this. So it's a bomber. Oh yeah. So I mean, they've got kind of this like it's kind of a streetwear vibe. It's like a tailored sort of streetwear vibe in a way. It's, very specific type of style, I think. But I've got a couple of their shirts from early on. We wrote about them in Chubster, and so tried out some of their stuff. And I've got like a waffle uh, shirt that they do that has been really great, very comfortable. It is really cozy, comfortable stuff. And I like that they're branching out. I love like the trench hoodie. That's nice. It looks like they're classing up the joint with some of this stuff. So the fact that this is a brand that is continuing to drop new things and expand, that's pretty big. And this Captain Crew Neck sweater, it's a lightweight heathered sweater knit, it says. And it comes in like a green and a black. Then it's like a forest, and then like this black smoke is kind of like a blackish grayish kind of thing. I feel like you could pair that with some other things and make for some really good looks. So they offer, there's a lot of stretch in their stuff. There's they're really making things that stand out, but they have an eye on comfort and a specific kind of style. So I think it would not be out of the realm of possibility for us to see One Bone adding new products this year.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they've added so many more, because it was just like t-shirts for the longest time, and now they've exploded.
Yeah,
happy for them, because sorry, they had kind of the scoop t-shirt, which I thought was really cool. They had a lot more like stylish options, and it's not just a plain t-shirt, which I've said before, all these new companies with big and tall t-shirts, and I'm like, we need more than just t-shirts, y'all. So I like that they had a little bit something different that was unique, and then they had like the waffle knit ones. And they've just kind of exploded all the different items you had mentioned. So
yeah. And when you're looking at their marketing and all of that kind of stuff and their social, it looks like they're having fun doing it. So that helps as well. So check them out. It's onebonebrand.com. We'll have a link in the show notes so you can check them out as well. And see what you think. So next on the list, Fabletics, which we talked about last year. Fabletics does a lot of like activewear, some good workout kind of stuff. I was pleasantly surprised when I picked up a bunch of Fabletics stuff to review for the article on Chubster. So if you want to go a little more in depth and actually see the stuff on bigger bodies, there are a couple ways to do it. You can go to Chubster, search Fabletics, and you'll find this article. Or you can go directly to Fabletics, to their website, and you can see they use bigger models in their product shots for big and tall. Now, when I did the initial article and review, they only had a few big and tall products out. They had some t-shirts and some shorts, and I feel like that was about it. I think a polo as well.
It was pretty much nothing.
And they've continued to expand their offerings. They've got a bunch of different kinds of joggers. They've got more shorts at different lengths. They've got like sweatshirts. They've added hoodies. They've got a fourth zip kind of sweatshirt Um, Lots of good things here, and I really like what I see, and I like that
Ooh, lots of
they're
purple.
yeah, and they continue to add things throughout different seasons. So
Hmm.
that's a good sign, is that they're doing that and they're seeing that there's an opportunity here, and they seem to be dedicated to the big and tall
Yeah,
segment,
I mean,
I
it's got its
guess.
own section, and they've got multiple colors in each item, which is nice. So
Right, right. That's big, because it's very easy for a lot of brands to just say one color, big and tall, and that's it. And they're not doing that. They really seem dedicated to this. And I think it's Fabletics on the women's side, they have plus sizes for women, and
mhm,
I
mhm.
think they've done very well with that stuff. So definitely worth checking out. I'm excited to see what they do this year and what they put out, because they've done some good stuff, and it's yeah, it's activewear, but we need activewear. It's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, I
So
mean, it's comfortable, lounging
yes.
around or whatever. So
And I'll say that I do, out of the things that I picked up from Fabletics, there's a gray t-shirt, like a light gray t-shirt, which in everyday life is not something that I thought I would be wearing regularly, because I'm a pretty sweaty dude. I get a little warm,
hmm,
and it
hmm.
shows through. And a light gray t-shirt it's gonna show through. But I love the fit of this t-shirt. Like, it's something that it's like a go-to now in my wardrobe. So I'm super impressed with the fit and the design. They go to 4X, but the stuff is very stretchy. I tested out the 2 and the 3X because
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Um, I found that if you want more of a baggy look, you can go up a size. If you want something that's more fitted but still fits well, go with the size that you would normally go with. And so I did the 2X, and I love that stuff. So
Awesome.
um I wear like the 3X shorts I might wear around the house, or at
Hmm.
bed, something like that. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do, and my hope is that they see enough interest that they continue to expand their sizing.
Yeah,
Love to see a 5X, 6X in some of the stuff. So yeah.
they've got some fun stuff.
Yes.
Hmm.
Let's see. So another brand. So we've talked about some that are doing, pretty specific kinds of styles, that are thinking about, the things that stand out a bit more, at least in the grand scheme of big and tall. But there's one that's doing kind of like classics for big and tall, that I've really been digging over the last year, and I'm excited to see what new things they bring us in 2023. And that is Flag and Anthem.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so Flag and Anthem, they definitely they're doing some more kind of classic. You got your flannels, you got your jeans, you got some t-shirts. It's kind of got that sort of old school look. You know, going out to the woods, on the
Hmm,
farm, that kind
hmm.
of thing. They do that well, and they launched big and tall last year, and really put a focus on just trying to make a quality product that people would actually want to wear. And so uh they wanted to make something that was like everyday clothing that people could wear every day, fit
Hmm,
well,
hmm.
looked good, would not break the bank. And I feel like they've done that, when I look at the big and tall stuff. And I've got a bunch of their stuff that I've tried out. Again, another one that you can check out on Chubster. You can see some of the stuff on me. They've got some great jackets. They've got some great shirts. There's a hoodie that they sent me that I love, that I've been wearing like crazy for the last year or so. And it just fits so well. It's comfortable. It looks good. Uh, they've got kind of this worn in look on a lot of their stuff that I really appreciate. So, it's all very comfortable, has some stretch, and I dig it.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, absolutely worth taking a look at. and kind of seeing what works for you. And they go to 4XLB, and I will say that their clothing is it's very roomy. So make sure you consult the fit guide and get a feel for what their sizes are and how that works, and that way you get something that works perfectly for you. I like that it's roomy because if you're unsure, you get something that works. It's better to have something that's a little big than something that doesn't fit you well.
Yeah. And a lot of, it's all a lot of stuff that's kind of a layering piece right now. They've got all the flannels and pullovers and stuff. So it's not bad if it's a touch big. Excuse me.
Yes. And I will also say they have accessories, and the hidden gem for me has been their Edgemont boot. And it's
I knew there was something that you had talked about with them.
It's an $89 boot, and it zips down the side, and I have a wide foot. I have a really wide foot, and these boots fit me so well, and they look so good. Like they come in a, let's see, brown, black, and gray, it looks like. So I've got the brown pair, and again, you can see them on Chubster, so you can see the boots on me. I think I got a few pictures of them just by themselves, so you can get a feel for that. They go to size 15 in their boots, so definitely worth taking a look at. I really like these. I like the way they work with jeans, and of all the things that I got from Flag and Anthem, I did not expect the boots to be like this thing that I come back to on a regular basis. So I love what they're doing, and I'm excited to see what they introduce as the year goes on.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes, you can,
cool stuff.
And you can check them out. It's flagandanthem.com, or we'll have a link in the show notes, and you can kind of see what's up from there. So let's see. Girlfriend Collective is next on the list. So we've talked about them a few times in the past. Girlfriend Collective, it's girlfriend.com. They really started out trying to do sustainable, ethically manufactured clothing that they make from like recycled materials. They really, they're using old water bottles and fishing nets and all of these things that they're making into clothes. And I like that a lot. That's great. But I also really like the look of the stuff, the style, and the fact that their men's products are they're phenomenal. They've got these men's and relaxed styles that are just, they're great. I love the colors. I love the fit of a lot of the stuff, and their sizes go to 6X. So, it's a lot of kind of like more casual stuff. You're going to find t-shirts, joggers. There's some vests, sweatshirts. They've got a half zip fleece, which is pretty cool. A lot of things like that. And then there are a couple jackets, hoodies, that kind of thing. I really love their shorts. I really love the joggers, and I think I've got a couple of the t-shirts that are in my rotation as well. So it's different from a lot of the activewear that's out there that's really, really like sporty, It's not that kind of feel. It's more of a laid back sort of vibe, and I really dig it. So check out what they have to offer. The colors are kind of earthy tones, a little more neutral, and they're kind of understated, I guess, and I really dig that about this brand, and I'm excited to see what else they do, because it's one of their whole vibe is one of my favorites. So I really dig what they're doing, and they've got a little bit of something for everybody. So
nice.
Check them out.
Check them out.
Let's see here. And last on the list is a brand called Bearskin. Yes.
What? Yeah,
you may or may not have heard of. I know.
I think I've heard of them. They've been around for a little while.
That's right.
Yeah, so we've been, wow, I can't even remember how long we've been doing this now, since 2015. So we've been doing the boxer briefs, and jocks for a while. We've got for 23, we've got a new product that we're going to be launching, a new style of underwear. So we're going to be doing a longer boxer brief. Popular demand. We've been getting lots of requests for it. So, we listen to all that feedback we get all the time, good and bad feedback. Some days it's hard to hear, but it's good to hear so that we can adjust and do what our customers want. So we're really excited to be able to launch a new thing, longer boxer briefs coming in 23. Got a couple more months before they're going to be coming out, but
awesome.
As long as everything goes as planned, nothing ever goes quite as planned, but it's coming.
Well,
yeah, we'll still be doing new prints and colors every month. So that's a very popular thing that everyone loves, something new every month. But yeah, excited that we're going to be able to do a new product finally.
Right.
And even adjusting some of the sizing on the bigger sizes, we're going to be making them a little bit bigger, a little bit more, a little roomier. Gotten some requests on updating some sizing on the bigger sizes. So keep an eye on the size chart, all that jazz. Well, we're going to be sending out a bunch of samples and stuff like that in the bigger sizes for people that have been asking for them, and some updated sizing. So excited about all that. We've got plans for other items too. So depending on how everything goes, how the world comes together this year, hopefully we'll be able to bring some other items. But yeah, still doing all the underwear every month. Excited about that. Keep us on your radar, that's for sure.
Yes,
we're going to be expanding our ambassador program as well. So if you're interested in becoming an ambassador for Bearskin, keep an eye on social media. We'll be opening up that recruitment option to sign up some more people. You get some bonuses for being ambassadors, get some free product, all that jazz. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. I'm excited about that.
I love it.
Yeah, lots of new stuff coming, lots of refocusing, lots of plans.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's going to be another rock star year.
Yes, it is hoping. So there you go. You got a list of brands to check out and see what's going on, brands to watch in 2023. So
and wear.
Yeah,
not just watch them. Wear. You got to buy some stuff and wear it.
That's right.
Let us know what you think of them.
Yeah, and if there are other brands that are on your list that we didn't talk about, let us know. Love to know about that.
Yeah. So, shoot us a message. Yeah. Leave a comment in the post.
Yep.
Let us know what we missed or what you're excited about.
Yeah, because we're always looking out for new clothing brands.
Yeah, like I said, I need to update my closet. So.
Well, good. Well, I feel like I need to go shopping now, so we probably need to wrap this up.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks Bruce for all your insights into these brands to watch and wear.
All right. Well, thank you, Jody.
All right. Bye everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.